Good morning, ladies. Today is Friday, April 5th. I am 24 weeks and 6 days pregnant, so tomorrow will be my 25th, the beginning, first day of my 25th week of pregnancy. Um, like it flies by. I've been saying that. I just wanted to give a quick update. If you can hear or not, I'm still somewhat sick. I think I'm getting better. When I filmed my last video, I was actually at the beginning. I thought I was closer to maybe the end, but I was wrong. I was at the beginning because it got a lot worse in the last couple of days. And I still went to work, unfortunately for me, because I'm trying to, although I have time to take off, I have plenty of time to take off, but I'm trying to use that time for maternity leave, and so I can get, you know, my money. So, I'm not trying to use it all. We do have paid maternity leave, but adding in some of my own time helps and extends it out. We actually get 7 months for maternity leave where I work, so it's not bad. The time off is not bad. I mean, sounds great, right? And it's better than most, I think, in this country. But in Europe, I think it's standard to get like a year off for your baby. So, we're not there yet. I don't know if that entire year is paid for them or not, but I believe it is standard to get a year. So, I just wanted to come and give you a quick update, not only on the cold, but first with the cold. So, yeah, it got a lot worse. I'm sure everyone here has had a cold, so you know how colds work. Kind of effed up to have a cold with a baby. Sorry for the profanity, but a cold when you're pregnant is not what you want. The hacking, the coughing, the sneezing, just feeling miserable and already kind of not being your normal self because you're pregnant is it's messed up. And then people kept saying to me, the few people that know that I'm pregnant and also have a cold, or saying like, you can't take medication. And I read to you guys the list in my last video that my doctor gave me that you actually can take certain medications. And I said I was not going to take any medication. That was my plan. I was not going to take any medication, but I did because I couldn't do it. Listen, ladies, I commend all of you who are all, I'm going to be natural this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to organic this and all of that great stuff and natural childbirth and all that. I do not plan to have a natural childbirth. I plan to get that epidural. Okay, that's the plan. If for some reason the plan changed, I'll let you know, but that's the plan. I'm not into unnecessary pain. My doctor said it was safe, so I'm doing that. And with this cold, I did really try to ride it out, but what happened was at nights it was so bad and I couldn't sleep, and I'm hacking and coughing, and it's all in my stomach, and then it became like I guess it was like a chest cold or something, and I'm hacking and coughing and uncomfortable already, can't sleep already because of the pregnancy somewhat. And then trying to lay on my left side. I tend to favor my right, but trying to lay on my left side, so I alternate between sides, and then I'm hacking and coughing, so as soon as I fall asleep I'm up. I'm keeping my husband up, but he's not really the concern. But I'm keeping, but I just couldn't rest. And so I took some Robitussin, which was on the list of pregnancy approved medication. And maybe because it's like alcohol free or whatever. I don't know. I don't know why it's on the list of approved medication, but it is. And I took it. And I took like the cough and chest congestion one because that was pretty much what I have, cough and chest congestion and stuff like that. So, I mean, I honestly usually don't take Robitussin, so I didn't think it was great. It didn't work right away or anything, but I guess it was better than nothing. Last night I tried to go without it again. It was up until about 4 a.m. And then finally he said, okay, let me take it, which is silly because I get up around 5:20, 5:15. That's when I'm supposed to be up. But I get up early, so I get to work early with the thought that I'll leave early. I mean, that's the thought. It doesn't always work out like that, but that's the thought. So yeah, so I just had to take medication. I didn't feel bad about it. I didn't want the main reason I didn't want to take it was not because of some like moral high ground. It was more so because I was concerned of medications raising my blood pressure, given that I have this risk for preeclampsia. But while taking it, I've been monitoring my blood pressure, and as far as I'm aware, I have two blood pressure monitors, and not I when I monitor my blood pressure, I do both each time, and they weren't elevated, so that was the most important thing for me. It wasn't because I just didn't want to put the medication in my body. I mean, it's better to get better than to tough out a sickness, especially in my case, because I probably never mentioned this before, but prior to pregnancy, and I'm sure I still have it, I had asthma. I didn't take a daily medication, but I have rescue inhalers. Now, what's interesting enough, and I didn't use the rescue inhalers that often, but I do have them, and when the seasons change and stuff like that, I tend to have more issues. So for me, a cold can turn into something else if it's unresolved. Like I've had it be, chest infections, stuff like that, and respiratory infections. So you don't really want to deal with that. Um, but the good thing is that during pregnancy, excuse me, the asthma has actually been better. And one of the doctors that I saw, the high risk specialist that I saw, said that tends to happen. That women who have asthma tend to get better during pregnancy. So maybe it'll stay better. So I didn't necessarily want to put the fact that I'm pregnant so I can't have a upper respiratory infection, but I just didn't want to have that happen. So anyway, I took the Robitussin, not ashamed. I actually might need to get some more because I'm kind of almost a little low on that bottle, and I mean, I don't want to rely on it, but I definitely don't want to, be an extra discomfort. You're supposed to take it every 4 hours. I don't think I take it every 4 hours, but I do take it 2 to 3 times a day normally. Some days once. Yesterday was once. But anyway, so that's enough on that. So with fetal movement, good segue, right? I have been saying this entire time I don't feel the baby move. I don't know what it's like. I am such a dud. I clearly have been feeling the baby move, but not recognizing that it was the baby move. This is my first. I have no idea. People say bubbles or flutters, and I mean, that could easily be gas. I've had a constipation problem almost the entire pregnancy. So I'm thinking, is this gas? It could easily be gas. Or just rumblings, your tummy rumbles even when there's no baby in it. So I wasn't sure what it was. So I think I had been feeling it. In my last doctor visit, my doctor said to look for bubbles or feel like bubbles, especially in your your abdomen, your lower abdomen. So I kind of thought, but it was never really significant enough for me to really feel like, oh, it's the baby. But being the dud that I am this week, this 24th week, which is why I wanted to update this, I know for a fact now that I feel the baby. Why? Well, because it's not just on the outside, inside. I can actually, I'm to the point now that you can, when it occasionally decides that it wants to do something, extraordinary, I should say, I can feel it kick on the outside. So I'm sitting here in my office, like sitting at the desk, and I have my hands kind of like, I don't know, across me a little bit. Not like, not just laying on it because, I don't really do that. I'm not that type, but just kind of want it, and I could feel like I'm like, it's, I'm feeling like what might feel like a little kick, and I could also feel it on my arm, and I'm like, wait, can I feel this on the outside now? So yeah, I'm at the point. It doesn't always happen. I don't know how strong baby is that, but when baby, I guess, is acting up or really feels that it needs to be, recognized, I can feel kicks, punches, headbutts, whatever they are. I don't know. I don't recognize hiccups. I don't know. I know some women are so in tuned. They know a hiccup versus a butt movement versus a leg kick or, I don't know any of that. Is all the same to me right now, at least. And so I could feel it. So last night, My husband actually felt it. And I wasn't sure. And this was the first time he's ever felt it. And so that was pretty amazing. Well, I mean, it's nice, right? So it was April 4th. It was yesterday. He felt the kick. And yes, I do call the baby it because I don't know his gender, and I'm okay with it. He felt it or the baby kick yesterday, or do something, hit, kick, whatever. Yesterday, first it started because I felt it, and I wasn't sure. I still thought maybe I was a little crazy, but I was like, no, I have to be feeling this, not just on the inside, but also like my hand. I put my hand there. I was like, no, I'm not crazy, right? And so he put his hand there. He was like, oh, wow, oh, my God. He did feel it. So I say all this to say, officially feeling the baby move. Only took 24, almost 25 weeks for me to get it together. And every time I did an ultrasound, the baby was in there, dancing, doing all types of, amazing movements. And I'm like, I don't feel none of that, So it wasn't that the baby wasn't moving. It was just my inability to feel it. But now I am sure. I don't always feel it. Like, it's not all day, And this was last night. And I noticed that there's certain periods where I will have more movement. My understanding is that babies in utero sleep a lot of the day, most of the day anyway. So they do have their more active periods. And so last night, the baby was being more active. And so that was nice. I was happy that he was able to feel it. And so I wanted to come on officially say, okay, clearly I was being a dud about it because I must have been feeling something. Like, you're supposed to feel on the inside before you can start feeling on the outside. And I waited until I could feel it on the outside to actually realize, oh, that's what this is. So I just didn't know. I didn't know. Maybe next time, if there's a next time, maybe I'll be better at it. But I really didn't know. I was just like, no, that's gas. Or I don't know, is that little bubble or something. But nothing ever made me feel like, oh my God, this is my baby. But feeling it kick on the inside and outside simultaneously was like, okay, this is real. So stuff just got real, which is funny because I'm like, you're really in there, huh? I mean, I know I've seen it on the ultrasounds, but I'm like, you're really in there and we need to get prepared for you to come out. So, I don't know. It's not that, I don't have a warm feel. I do feel like, oh, my baby, but I feel more protective. So that's where I am right now. That's the emotion that I have. I'm more of a protective. I'm not necessarily like, oh, I'm so in love yet. I'm sure that'll come. But I am definitely at the point where I feel super protective of me and my belly. Well, me because of my belly, but me period, but my belly because I'm like, don't, especially being in New York and the trains and the crowds, it's like, don't get too close. So, and the last minor thing I wanted to talk about very quickly was peeing. Peeing when I cough sometimes. Now, I have not experienced that. I've been trying to do my kegels. I need to clearly up them a lot, I guess. I've been trying to do kegels. I've been trying to keep muscles tight. I've been trying to work out, keep things, I attribute my exercising to a reason that I haven't really blown up with the pregnancy. But I'll say this. I was sneezing or coughing. Sorry, not sneezing. I was coughing more so because with the cold. And the other day I'm coughing. I'm sitting here. And it was more of a violent cough, if that makes sense. And there's a little bit of pee. And I'm like, wait, that doesn't normally happen. So I'm like, okay, how do we fix this? I know Kegels. Listen, it was an intense coughing session. But I do know some women do pee a little when they sneeze or cough or laugh. And even after pregnancy, I think that's a problem with some women. I'm hoping that is not a long-term problem and that is like something I could take care of. I'm going to be kegeling as much as possible to make sure that everything stays with it where it needs to stay. I already did a video about no sex. The last thing I want is to be all loose. And, I know there'll probably still be very little sex throughout the rest of this pregnancy, if any, because now that my husband has felt the baby move, it's even more, I think, he says it was already real to him, but feeling the baby move is, is even more real So, it's even more reason why he could be uncomfortable where he's like, wait, the baby's in there and I can feel it move now. So, um, but you combine that and not, with being all, whatever goes on with pregnancy. So I'm just telling you, I'm going to try the Kegels. I had a friend who bought me for my bachelorette not my bachelorette, for my bridal shower, some Benoit balls or whatever they're called that you put in and supposed to help you work on the muscles. I may not do that right now. I don't know if I'm going to do that. That might be a after pregnancy when I'm cleared type thing. I can do that. But I'm telling you, up until now, up between now and then, I definitely will be doing as much Kegeling as I can, because PM, it wasn't a lot of pee, it was just a little bit, but a little bit is just too much for me. I see these commercials all the time for women with their intimate bladder protection. Not trying to do that. Not trying to be that. There's nothing wrong for people who are. I understand sometimes it's uncontrollable. And listen, even with giggles and all that, it might still be uncontrollable, but I'm going to try. So yeah, ladies, I don't want to stay long. I just want to update you on the fetal movement and, the weird peeing when I cough thing. What do I have coming up? So on the 19th, I think it is, I'm supposed to go, I think it's the 19th. It might be April 16th. It's one of those days. I have my next doctor appointment. Then I'll have an ultrasound in 28 weeks. I need to schedule my hospital tour because it's the hospital where I plan to deliver. You can do a tour. So I'll probably schedule that within the next week or so. So I probably try to do it in May, I think. I don't know if that's too soon. I don't want to wait till June. Baby's due in July. But I don't know. So I'm thinking May should be fine. And what else? Oh, and I scheduled a birthing class for June 1st. I don't know what birthing classes cost in other areas, but up here they are no joke. It's just the one I'm going to is just a 1-day class. I think it's like 3 hours or so, might be 4 hours. 3 to 4 hours is a 1-day class. But some of them are more series. Even with that, they're, like maybe 3 days or so sometimes over the course of 3 weeks or something. That's what I had been seeing. My doctor at my last visit gave me a list of places to go that have birthing classes. I mean, I don't know what I don't know what they cost. I don't know what they should cost. But here, the ones that I was calling that were recommended by my doctor were anywhere between $300 and $400 for a couple. But still, that's still a lot of money. I was like there's somewhere like $375, somewhere a little over $400, somewhere a little less, but all of them seem to be over $300 for the couple. It depends on the length of the class. Some were, like a 1-day intense course. Some were this and that. Needless to say, we searched around for a while and found a free one out in New Jersey that we're gonna go to on June 1st. And I'm so happy that we did that, because I mean, it's not about even whether you can afford it or not. It's just that something shouldn't be so expensive. It's ridiculous. It's just like when you're getting married or you're planning a bridal anything. When you tell people that it's wedding related, they jack up the price. It's like everything doesn't have to be like that. People just want to get educated on what the birthing experience may be like. Or, I think this also has like some newborn care. This does not have, as far as I'm aware, the class that I'm going to doesn't have infant CPR. I am actually certified in CPR. And I haven't actually had to do infant CPR. But, in the certification process, we do infant CPR. With that said, I would definitely take a refresher. My husband's not certified, or hasn't taken any classes in CPR, so I would like to do that, especially something just focused on infants. But yeah, so everyone should have access to that. It shouldn't have to be whether you have money, whether healthcare, as far as I'm aware, doesn't pay for it. I actually should call my healthcare and see if they'll reimburse for something. But the class I'm going to is actually free. So yeah, but we had to search, to find that. And like I said, it's in New Jersey, not in New York. And so sometimes the hospitals give them. The hospital that we're delivering at stopped doing it. And then they did offer it, but only if you were delivering at a certain location, and it's not the location that we're planning to deliver at. So it's just a lot of nonsense. Like, this should be accessible for all families that want to learn about it. It shouldn't be something that you have to think about. I'm telling you, if we couldn't find a birthing class, I was not willing to pay that type of money. It's just like, you got to take a stand on some of it. I was going to watch some YouTube videos. There are YouTube videos. I mean, it's not as hands-on, right? It's not hands-on at all, because it's just watching a video. You can comment, and maybe the instructor or whatever will answer the question, or someone else might, maybe, I don't know. But ideally I wanted to take a class, but I wasn't above watching a YouTube video, because there was no way I was going to spend that type of money on a birthing class. But yeah, so my class will do some birthing techniques, and also some newborn care, first beginning care, because I know nothing about it. I don't think it does breastfeeding. They have a separate class for breastfeeding, which I have not signed up for. And I'm not sure if I'm going to sign up for, because I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to breastfeed. And if I do sign up for it, it might be for something. I might wait until after, when I know whether I can breastfeed or not, to go. So I don't know. But some of the classes do have different birthing techniques, newborn care, breastfeeding, infant CPR, all of that in the one class. And and that's great. Those are all great things. So I'm not saying you shouldn't do it. I'm saying that in the area that I am in, those classes were but like between $300-$400 for a couple, not each. But I just still felt like, with all the stuff we need to get for the baby, I wasn't going to get it. And even if I had $1 million, I just feel like some things are stupid. Like, why are you charging that much for something like that? Why are you charging at all? Honestly, I thought it would be free anyway. I feel like there'd be like a community center or something that does it, but with a low cost or something, like a donation of some sort. But yeah, I'm definitely not paying that. So yeah, that's just what I wanted to say. I will update when I take the class, but that's not until June 1st. So I'll just give you guys a thought on, what I thought on it, and what it actually did cover, based on, and compared to what they're saying they're going to cover. But I guess you only have to do a birthing class once, I assume. Like, after this, I don't think I'll have to do it again if I ever have another kid. And, everybody has different things they want to do, like whether they're doing a water birth or a shower birth, or what different types of positions and stuff. I just want whatever's the quickest, easiest, and hopefully the least pain. So, I know when you have high blood pressure, there's certain positions they say you can't be in when delivering. I do dispute my high blood pressure, because like I said, it's never high when I take it at home. But I'm sure it's going to be high the day of the delivery. So, because it's high every time I go to the doctor for the most part. So yeah, who knows? But anyway, ladies, I don't know anything about that yet. I'll have to update more later on. But just wanted to talk to you and give you another update during my 24th week, and before it's almost over. And I will definitely come back soon and update you with anything changing for my 25th week. If anyone has any thoughts, or, I don't know, any ideas on what I can do to stop the peeing thing, I'd appreciate it. Or, All right, ladies, I will talk to you soon.